Whew. I need another swig of beer after today. What's going on, dudes and dudettes out there in Despairland? So, some of you may have been here in 2017. A lot of you probably were not. So I wanted to do, for those of you that weren't here, I wanted to do a little bit of a history lesson here. And for those of you that were, I think you need a little bit of a refresher. Honestly, just like I did this morning. We can do this on quite a few time frames. For example, we'll come back to this May example. But back in the day, everybody remembers the 2017 bull run as being just straight upwards movement. And we're going to do a quick little couple-minute video here. And then tomorrow we'll jump into some TA once things have kind of found the bottom, stabilized, and started to paint us some patterns of where we may be going from here. So, take yourself back to middle of June 2017. Previous presidency, it feels a lot, well, it was a lot longer ago than you think. Previous presidency to the current one had taken office several months ago and was kind of getting into the swing of things of all the stuff they were doing. And we'd had a big correction that we're going to talk about in a minute. But we had reached up and kissed up against $3,000, which was, honestly, if you were back in early 2017 tracking Bitcoin, a big target. And there were a lot bigger targets that were getting thrown around that sounded unbelievable. Okay? So, it's June. We've kissed up to $3,000, and we're just going to go day by day here. And we retrace down. We break below this 21-day moving average. Okay, we come up, retest it, retest, and fail it again. Do some retesting and failing. And what do you know? Just keep failing it. And then, boom, big pump. Sideways consolidation. Boom, 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 boom. Break up to $4,500. 50% above the previous all-time high. Stagger around a little bit, have some dips. Break up even higher, just about kissing nearly 5,000 US dollars. You want to know what happened next? Attempt, and boom. Okay? A 41% retrace. If you weren't here at that time, especially for this particular candle here, let's just take that on those 2 days. Just in those 2 days, 26% roughly. About what we experienced here today on Bitcoin. The bull run was over in everybody's books. We had broken that moving average everybody had been targeting. We dumped down so hard. But we found a bottom. We started wicking. We started accumulating. And guess what happens next? About a week or so after, we break above the target moving average. Consolidate. And now I've got to start dragging the chart up and up with another. Oh, let's measure this one too, just for narrative's sake. You can hear Leica's even upset about this dump. The dog. Here you go, puppy. Where's your ball? Let me throw the ball for the puppy, just for old time's sake, for the old videos. I'm back, by the way. Let's measure this dump. That was another rapid 30% dump, but that was on the way up after that humongous 40 to 50% dump we saw. And from there, blow off top. Just, this is what everybody remembers. Is this, God, what, a month and a half or so of just almost perpetual upside movement to the top. Okay? So let's put that in perspective. Let's also go back to May of 2017. And let's frame that as well. Take a look here. You look at this chart, and you look at it on the frame of what it would have looked like to chart this back then. I mean, look at that. The dip is painful. It's phenomenal. Okay? That one we talked about a minute ago was 40%. This one right here is the real important one, back in May. About a 57% dump from what people thought was the peak at about 25.85. All the way down to 1100. We almost touched 3 digits, right? And everybody was in despair mode. Then it kept moving. Then we had that dump we just talked about, consolidation, and move to the upside. And what I wanted to do here is I don't want to do any TA. I just want you to look at what that felt like if you weren't there. See where we're at now as I start to really zoom this out. And move to where we are now, okay? You can see how insane these things get, right? Sure. We've had a humongous dip, but we're finding support, and our candles are coming back up. And I believe we're going to find support here. So I just wanted you guys to recognize that what we saw was not unprecedented. It was the biggest dollar dip by dollar amount ever in crypto, yes. But put it on a log scale, start to look at the percentages, and sure, 55%. Remember that one we said that was, 65% back in May of 2017? Let me tell you, it ain't over. The fat lady has not sang yet. So, we're on the recovery phase, and this is not financial advice, but by... We'll do some looking at the patterns, but Bitcoin has never ended a bull market with this sort of slow little roll off followed by a big dump. It's always a blow off top, massive dump. So keep your cool, because I think we have a lot of room to grow here. And we'll talk about targets maybe tomorrow. So that's all I have for you today, guys. There's a little teaser down here as well in the hash ribbons. We can talk about that too. But suffice it to say, it ain't over.